Hey, thank you. Good morning, movers and shakers. So, in the year 2006, a business partner walked out on me and he left me paying my business expenses plus half of his business expenses. And I had a really tough year. And in fact, somewhere in that year, I don't remember, it was 2006, 2007, my annual income was $10,289. And I had to support a family of four on that. Thank goodness I had savings. Tough time. Couple years later, just right on the tail end of coming out of that situation, the Great Recession happens, 2008. And I think my income somewhere in there was like 30,000 for the year. And I'm sitting at my desk in my condo, because that's where I had to move my office, is into my bedroom in my condo. And I'm sitting at the desk that's against the window, and I'm looking out the window and I'm working, and I'm feeling like a failure. And I'm thinking, I'm a 10-year financial advisor at that point. And I'm like, is this what a 10-year financial advisor earns? And I felt like such a loser. Because, you think of all these people and you see them, and I see them in my business, the people that are young and they get in the business and they seem to be making all this money, and it's like I'm just struggling, or, clients that I had and they were making a lot more money than me, and I'm like, man, I'm a smart guy, and I'm just not making it happen. But as I was sitting there, finally I realized something. I realized this is the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. And while I was earning $30,000 a year, I had so many clients who used to be earning $100,000 a year that were earning zero, and they couldn't get a job for a year. And so I shifted from comparing myself against everybody who's doing better than me. And I've done a lot of that in my life, and maybe you have too. Man, because it makes you feel less than. They're doing better than me, they're doing better than me, they're doing better than me. And I finally realized, look at all these people who aren't doing as well as me. I was actually making pretty good money for 2008, if you think about it. And so comparisons, and we all do it, they can inspire us to do more. They can inspire us to say, hey, if this guy can do it, then maybe I can do it, and maybe I should be able to achieve it. But by and large, comparing ourselves against other people actually hurts us, because everybody's on a different journey. And when you look at a group like this, if you're struggling in this group, the first thing you need to realize is that everybody's business is different. Some businesses are just harder than other businesses. Some businesses are easy. You get referrals all the time, you get sales all the time. People don't really have to, there's not a high level of trust in certain businesses. I was talking to somebody who owns a hair salon the other day, and she said, the level of risk for somebody to come in and get their hair cut, if it doesn't work out, well, it grows back and they move on with their life. But the level of risk to hire a financial planner, so, people wait and they hesitate. And so certain businesses don't get referrals as often. And so if you're in this group and you're struggling, realize this, you're in a different business than other people in the room. And we all have different unique situations. I get different results than people in my business. I have a friend who's younger than me that makes more money than me. And I've told him, I said, man, I always feel like a loser when I talk to you. He goes, yeah. He goes, but you have a better quality of life than I do. He makes more money than me, but I go to the gym every day. And I go to work when I want to arrive at work. So if you're in this group and you're struggling, understand it's okay. Don't compare yourself to other people in different businesses. Don't compare yourself to people in the same business. We're all on a different journey. But if you're in this group and you're struggling, ask yourself, is there something that I can do different, that I can do better that I can do more. And you're going to laugh when I tell you this, and maybe you'll disagree with me, but my doctor had told me to stop doing walking, biking, Stairmaster, and jogging to let my feet heal. I had plantar fasciitis. I said, man, I can't do any cardio. He goes, well, you could do swimming. I'm like, swimming? Oh, I don't want to swim. So essentially he told me I could do no cardio. So I want to work out every day. I want to try to stay in shape. What did I do? I had to lift weights every day now. You're going to laugh. Maybe you're going to disagree with me when I tell you this. But when I was doing lifting weights every day, I think my muscles got a little bit bigger. Why? Because I did something different. So if you're struggling in this group, what can you do different? What can you do better? What can you do more? And frankly, it's probably more activity. More one-to-ones, give more referrals to other people. But then finally, I want to suggest this. If you're struggling in this group, ask for help. Start asking people for help. Start reaching out and being honest, because we're here to help you. So do these one-to-ones and tell people, hey, I'm struggling. I need some help. And I think that you'll find that if you start to do that, people may open up a little more and say, man, we got to figure out how to help this person. Because we don't want to see any member leave the group. We don't want to see any member not do well in the group. So ask us for help. Hope this has been helpful. This has been your educational moment. Brian Wade, Tampa Financial Group.